Good afternoon, everybody. Crypto STRANG here. Just going to go over the latest altcoin news. Been quite a bit in the news in the last week. Just want to go over a few bits. Like Vitalik Buterin here to down Cointelegraph. Ethereum 2.0 presents a much harder challenge than we thought. He stated there, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin said, "We freely admit that Ethereum 2.0 is much harder to implement from a technical perspective than he had expected." Bruton made these remarks during a debate with Bitcoin maximist Samson Mao on Pete McCormack's podcast. Now, we spoke a lot about Ethereum. I used to be a big Ethereum holder. Don't hold any Ethereum now whatsoever. A lot of people criticise me about that I'm crazy. Yeah, I think the next bull run, once 2.0 is out there, I think it'll have a massive price increase. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I'm just not a huge Ethereum fan like I used to be. As you'll probably be aware, who's followed me before, I'm much more into Cardano and that project and what they're bringing out and the scalability side of Ethereum. But they've got a massive task on their hand, and if they succeed, I say Ethereum 2.0 would be absolutely massive. But I think if you go through, they've got a lot to achieve, and people expecting Ethereum 2.0 to be out already. Then we heard rumours are going to be a testnet was starting in September. Other people saying we won't see it till next year. So there's a lot going on in the Ethereum world, and it's like a race with them and Cardano. As I said before, if IOHK can get Gonga out, then I think, me personally, again, it's my humble opinion, I think Cardano will overtake Ethereum one day in the market cap. But again, I know it's quite controversial, many people disagree with that, but that's what I personally believe. I always say on all these, not financial advice, I'm not saying rush out and buy Cardano. Many people prefer Ethereum. It's entirely up to your own due diligence, I always say. But I think Ethereum are full on. They'll get it out sooner or later, 2.0, and I think it'll be a wonderful project. And many projects will continuously grow on Ethereum. But it's just my personal opinion. I think these constant delays, even when sort of the owner admits that they've got some issues and Ethereum 2.0 is not going along as much as they like, and he didn't sort of allude to it, but like the scalability side of it, if they can't get on top of that, they can't find a resolution, then who knows where Ethereum will end up or how it progresses or not progress, should we say. So time will tell with that. Good news for Litecoin this week. The first Litecoin native Visa debit card is being launched. Litecoin to me, again, I used to hold a lot of Litecoin. I don't hold any Litecoin ever now, and it used to be a wonderful project, but to me in the last sort of year, 18 months, it's just become stagnant and very stale. But there's been some more news in a minute I'll talk about, but this one is great news. They're actually bringing out a debit card. It is a wonderful project. I hope Litecoin does, climb back up the charts again. It's been around for so long. It's like, you just want to see the old crypto still do well. There's so much competition now, but the fact they've got their own debit card now is great. A few years ago, there was a project launched, LitePay, where again it was going to be a Visa debit card, but it never got launched. Visa stopped it. So it says here the first Litecoin native Visa debit card has been launched by Blockcard. Charlie Lee told Cointelegraph this is their second attempt at the endeavour, as the previous one failed. We previously worked with LitePay on a debit card, but that failed when LitePay went out of business. Lee also drew a distinction between the Litecoin native debit card and other crypto cards that support the currency, because Litecoin is covered on pretty much like Crypto.com, WIREX, etc. So you can spend your Litecoin in many areas. But it's good. It's great to see they've got their own dedicated debit card now. It's great and absolutely fantastic. Just want to quickly go over some other news, which I was really excited about as well. Someone's put here on CoinDesk, they've stated Litecoin is often referred as the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Well, this year, Litecoin investors have been better off staying in the analog world, i.e. getting silver. While Bitcoin BC has gained twice as much as gold, Litecoin has only recently caught up with silver. But the upgrade now to Litecoin is they're doing the privacy protocol. I know Charlie mentioned this before. He talked about that Litecoin was going for a direction of possible privacy, and the very Mimblewimble was mentioned on many projects. We spoke about it before about many projects hold the Mimblewimble, and which is supposed to help shield the identities of holders and senders and recipients of Litecoin tokens, while also improving the network's processing capacity. A testnet of Mimblewimble in the works for almost a year is targeted for implementation by end of September. So again, that's great news for Litecoin. They're going for a different direction. So where I said earlier, it's become sort of stagnant and stale in my opinion. And nice to see they've actually got a debit card. They're going on a different route with privacy. So Litecoin now has actually got some real decent roadmap and solid growth there. Well, possibly anyway. There is so much competition now compared to the last bull run. We didn't have anything like we've got now, and the next bull run will be so competitive. Who makes that top 100, top 50, etc. So it's great to see Litecoin gain momentum. Good news all week for them. Another one is Crypto.com. Now, if I show you on CoinMarket, it seems every week they're doing a different 50% off. They allocate so many million, whatever, various coins. and they allocate a certain amount of a pool of that cryptocurrency, we can go and get 50% off. They're doing Bitcoin at 50% off in September. Again, I don't hold Bitcoin. Obviously, it's the gold. We all know that. It's the daddy, etc. But what they've stated here on their tweet, they've allocated $2 million of Bitcoin to the syndicate for one day only to mark the day our exchange exits beta. So basically, you get a chance to win, get your Bitcoin at 50% off. So it's $2 million allocation. And I think it's, when you get that, there's going to be so many people trying to get it. You'd have to be very lucky to actually get that 50% off, because again, it's going to have so much. If we're talking about in August, so it's going to have so much momentum. So many people are going to be talking about it. It's going to be all out there on their Twitter. So many people will obviously be trying to get Bitcoin at 50% off. It's obviously fantastic. But if you go on, say, I was going to go back ways a minute. If you see that at the top, it's always got an advert. At the moment, they're doing basic attention token 50% off. So you can see they've always got something going on. Always selling something off as a promotion or whatever. So go on to Blockfolio.com, the latest news, macro crypto news this week. Big news for me was China announces plans to roll out digital yuan to more cities. Again, that's China adopting blockchain and cryptocurrency, their own one, their own digital yuan. Still haven't really allowed general cryptocurrencies in China. They fully adore blockchain, but they're really anti-cryptocurrencies. Other news, Coinbase entered lending game with new loans backed by Bitcoin. Again, that's great. ETH mining profitability hits a 2-year high. ETH itself, I believe, is on a 2-year high at the moment, the current price. Top Blockfolio signals of the past week. Ava's new governance model launched on testnet. Again, Ava's had a massive pump this week. Yet again, that's been pumping for weeks now. Ontology, they're nice growth this week. Another one of my favourite projects, partners with Elrond to provide identity and data management. Numeraire. We spoke about Numeraire 4 with Tika Tawa's 5 coins to 5 million. That was one of them, and it has gone massively up in price. The other day, we spoke about 4 where it had been pretty much stagnant. We spoke about that last week. When I last looked, I have a scroll across here, you can actually see it's $54 now, so it's up 16% alone in the last 24 hours. But if you scroll down at the bottom, the 30-day low was actually $18, so it's had a massive pump, and that's purely because you can see it's on Coinbase Pro now. Okay, BAN Protocol announces launch of proof of authority mainnet. Again, that's why BAN Protocol has been on such a massive pump. A Wave announces Node 1.2 Malibu for mainnet. And Origin Protocol brings D-Shops to the Google Cloud Marketplace. If you go to Waves, like a quick brief showed you earlier, Waves, again, project been around quite a while now. I held Waves before. It's had a massive pump lately. It's now ranked 36. Market cap is approaching $500 million. So current price is $4.62. You can see there with the charts how much it's had rapid growth. Again, you go down to the 30-day low. So literally a month ago, in the last month, the low was only $1.39. Its all-time high was back in the bull run, December 2017, $18. So Waves is continuously growing. It's a great project. Many partnerships. A real another solid project. I'm not massive into Waves. It's not in my top 20 holders and everything like that, but I know it's a real solid project. So again, fantastic week for them. Going on to Numeraire again, it's now ranked 78. We spoke before we'd done the Tika Tawa's 5 coins to 5 million. It was just broaching the top 100. But again, with this news of Coinbase Pro, it's had a massive pump. It might have a slow come down again, but who knows? So again, Numeraire is one you need to keep your eyes on. I don't hold in Numeraire, to be honest with you, but it is a great solid project. The max supply, as we spoke about before, is 11 million. The total supply at the moment is just under 11 million, but the circulating supply is just approaching 3 million. So there's a lot still to release, but again, that's reflecting the price because there's not a huge amount out there. Biggest gainers and losers on CoinMarketCap, you can see there. 7 biggest ones was DSA Pro. Never heard of any of those, to be honest. Mostly you scroll down, and like we say every week, you haven't heard of any of them. But they're Orchid, massive pump. We spoke about before about privacy coins, huge pump, 190% growth. It's 55 cents now, so that's doing really well. Another one is one of my favourite privacy coins. I do have quite a few favourites, so Orchid is certainly an excellent project. Trust Wallet Token, great project. Numeraire, as we spoke about. Helium, we spoke about Helium recently. What's that rumor about Coinbase and what they tweeted about? And Waves again there. Waves up 133%. Biggest losers, again, when I look through that, there's not many that I'd heard of, to be honest. There's hardly anything there. You got there, Yam. It says there it's dropped in the last 7 days 18%, where in fact it just dropped crazy. I saw the hype about YAM when it was released, and I've got a tab open here. Actually, I'll quickly go to that now, and you can see there it's 40 cents. It got launched, massive pump like you wouldn't believe, crazy price. If you scroll down the bottom, all-time high. This was last week when it was launched, $183. Within 4 days, it went down to 26 cents, and now we're at 40 cents. Absolutely incredible, you know, that is the ultimate pump and dump. I read about it, it describes itself there, as you can see there. It's an experiment in fair farming, governance, elasticity. It was also like yield farming. Obviously, a lot of people probably made a lot of money, but classic pump and dump, you know, absolutely unbelievable. It's not a huge supply, so again, that's why the price was so much, but you know, $183 to 26 cents in 4 days is just crazy. I saw it one time last week, and I was just keeping an eye on it. It was in the just nearly approaching the top 200, would you believe? So total speculation coin, classic pump and dump. I don't know. I say some people have done very well, but many people have lost a lot of money, I guess. So quite sad. But Cardano moves towards next stage of governance. Great to hear with Voltaire and Catalyst. Still no release date for Gonga, which was I'm sort of waiting for. But it states there, Cardano's project Catalyst will allow the community to propose and vote on certain community projects and proposals. The Voltaire phase will introduce more governance features. Cardano will also attend to scalability and smart contract improvements. So again, fantastic news for IRHK, Cardano in general, and the community. So let's hope Voltaire gets released soon. So we're making some real solid progress. Cardano's price has been fairly stagnant the last few weeks, while all the DeFi coins and many others have been pumping. Cardano's pretty much stayed on a level. Today it's gone up 4%, but otherwise it's literally just been up 1%, down 2%, up 3%. It's very, very stagnant the last sort of 3-4 weeks. Moving on this week, I'm very lucky. Next couple of days, I've got a couple of teams coming on my channel, which I'm really excited about. First one is ALTCOIN, excellent privacy project. One I really have got a lot of hope for. Massive community. It's probably the project, when I'm mentioned on Twitter, I get the biggest response, to be honest. Not Cardano, not anything else, ALTCOIN. It's got such a passionate community. And the CEO, HODL, is coming on tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I thank everyone on my Facebook group, Instagram, and also some on YouTube, where they've given me a load of questions to ask. So I'm really looking forward to that. Many questions. I hope I don't take up too much of her time, but that'd be great to have on. So I look forward to that tomorrow. Wednesday, again, very lucky. I've got one of the leaders from TRB coming on. Nick's coming on from Teller. I spoke about Teller before. Absolutely incredible. I've done a video on Teller on July the 1st, and it was $7. And it's had such pumps lately. It's been incredible. There's no other word for it. It's now $52, up another 17% alone in the last 24 hours. The total supply just goes up gradually as people mine it, more released. But it's such incredible price growth, and I'm going to speak to him about that. Again, on July the 1st, the market cap, if memory serves me, was about 9 million. And here we are now with 74 million. It's had such a pump and such a rise. It truly is a wonderful, you can see there by the charts, you know, the charts say there, you know, rapid growth. You know, never, when I first looked at Teller, I thought, what a fantastic project. You know, backed by BINANCE, Consensus and MakerDAO. It's had a real solid investment behind it. And with the low supply, I thought, yeah, this is a really great project, great team. And now I've got one of the leaders coming on the channel on Wednesday. So again, really looking forward to that. I can ask quite a few questions. Got many questions about Teller I'd like to ask. So again, really excited about having him on. Check Teller out. I think it's absolutely wonderful. But again, we'll find out a bit more about their plans, sort of going about their roadmap and their future development. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I say ALTCOIN tomorrow, Teller Wednesday. So absolutely fantastic. Anyway, anyone want any help with crypto? I always say this. Email me info@cryptostrang.com. Help any way I can. Social media's below. Anyone want any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks very much. Look forward to these live chats this week. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.